Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how Xavi could line up his front three with now Adama Traore officially signing with FC Barcelona. Barcelona have made it official earlier today or yesterday, whenever you guys are watching this, and Barcelona has basically said that they have signed Adama Traore. He is a Barcelona player. Barcelona is going to be paying his wages until June 2022, and there is an option for him to stay at Barcelona and continue for another 5 years. That 5-year part was reported from Fabrizio Romano, so we do not know the exact length, but as of now there is an option for Barcelona to officially buy this player. It's really going to be depending on how Adama Traore delivers within these next 5 to 6 months, and so this is going to be a huge opportunity for this player to really make a name for himself at the Camp Nou. And again, his time frame, it is going to be around 5 to 6 months. What could he do within that time frame that could make Barcelona purchase this player and keep him for the long term? So again, what we are going to be doing in this video is basically inform you guys my tactical takeaway from Adama Traore, what he could provide to this Barcelona team, and basically explain what type of player he is, because the moment we realize what type of player Adama is, that is when we can finally have an idea on how that front three could look like. And it's very important to talk about this because now with the injury of Ansu Fati, now knowing that Ansu Fati is not going to be in this Barcelona starting 11 or in the squad list for the next 1 to 2 months, that does have a ripple effect. Who is going to be taking that left wing position? Is Memphis Depay going to be there? Is Varane going to be there? Abde? And is only going to shift everything else within that front three. So let's analyze Adama Traore. And like I have always said, like in every Adama Traore video, this is a player that is limited, and I want us to really get that very clear in our heads. Like, he cannot really do much when it comes to the creativity side of things, but he is really good at what he does the most on the pitch, and that is him dribbling down that right flank. As a matter of fact, there has been many stats backing this. There is a list of the most take-ons completed in the Premier League since the start of last season. Adama Traore is number 1 within that list. They've also said that Adama Traore does have a better successful dribble per 90 season than Lionel Messi and Neymar Jr. within the past 4 to 5 years. So it really does show you what Adama Traore could do on that right flank in terms of the dribbling output. Now, there are many weak links within this guy's game, and that is going to be something that Xavi is going to have to think about, because here's the thing. There are 3 things that he is not necessarily good at. One is him unchecking himself from the opposition, being able to run into space and receive the ball. He is not really good at doing that. Memphis Depay is king when it comes to those type of movements. Point number 2, he is definitely not a inverted winger, someone who can go in centrally. He is not someone that can be creative, like if Messi were to come down the right flank and go into the center, or Dembele going down the right flank and going into the center. Adama Traore just cannot do that. And then point number 3, and let me give you guys an exact play so you guys can know exactly what I am talking about here. Let's say Marc-Andre ter Stegen is having a goal kick, right? He kicks it and he aims for Adama Traore. The ball's going all the way into the air, knowing that's going to go straight to Adama Traore. Adama Traore tries to receive the ball, but then the opposition, one of the center backs or left backs or right backs, actually outbodies Adama Traore, and then he fails to maintain possession. Adama Traore does not win those type of plays like 99% of the time. Like, yes, we know that he is very physical. You would expect him to really outbody the opposition when it comes to him receiving the ball from the air, but he just cannot win those balls at all. And the conclusion to that is when the ball is in the air, when it is coming towards him, he just cannot use his body right. So Xavi does have a few choices to work on Adama Traore's flaws. He can either, point number 1, make sure that he's never put in these type of predicaments, meaning that never have Traore be that creator on the right flank and never have him receive the ball in the air. Or point number 2, Xavi can say, no, you know what, even though he's not good in those things, I'm going to try my best to evolve this player, to teach him how to be a proper right winger on the right flank. So Xavi can take this into 2 different ways. My bet though is that Xavi is going to have the idea and say, look, I'm just going to focus on what Adama is actually good at. What I believe Xavi is going to be doing is he needs to have a Barcelona that can really function on the left flank. If you can have Pedri, Alba, Ferran Torres connect very well on that left side, knowing that all the damage is happening on Barcelona's left side, the opposition is going to end up focusing on Barcelona's left side. The opposition is going to be on their right side. They're going to have all of their players focus in that area. And the moment you do have the opposition focusing on Barcelona's left side with Pedri, Alba, Ferran Torres, that is when Barcelona can switch the play very quick to Adama Traore, and Adama Traore can be left open on the right flank. And then that is where you put Adama Traore in the best position to succeed, because the moment you have Adama Traore with a lot of open space, because again, all of the focus was originally on Barcelona's left side, but the moment you have Adama with a lot of space and he is in a 1v1 situation or a 1v2 situation, that is going to be his strengths. That is going to be something that you do want to put Adama Traore in. And overall, that is going to be the biggest responsibility coming from Xavi Hernandez, is to put this player in the best best position to succeed. Understand his strengths and use it and maximize it. And you know what's so crazy about this whole thing is that Barcelona, when it comes to this could actually work, because in this season, which is the 2021-2022 season, this team, right, Xavi's Barcelona or Koeman's Barcelona, but we're going to be combining data, they have been overall very insufficient on the right flank. You look at these charts here and you can see that Cadiz have been better than Barcelona on the right flank. Atletico Madrid have been better than Barcelona on the right flank. Athletic Club have been better than Barcelona on the right flank. What we are seeing here is what teams within La Liga are the most sufficient on the right flank in terms of being progressive and making those passes on the right flank that do harm the opposition. You look at Barcelona's right side and they have not been doing anything, like, at all. And that is going to be the biggest question. Can Adama Traore improve Barcelona's right flank? Because again, just look at how gray and pale it does look like on that side compared to the left side. And if you were to compare Barcelona's right side to all the other teams in La Liga, I think that Barcelona is the worst. But to basically answer everybody's question, Adama Traore, if used correctly, he can really improve Barcelona's right side. We have to use his strengths and put him in the best position to succeed. Because the moment Xavi says, okay, when we do debut Adama Traore, we're just going to act like he can be a Dembele or a Messi. If you ask Adama to create from the right flank and to come inside and to create with Pedri and Gavi and Memphis Depay or Ferran Torres, you're not going to be getting anything. Like, you're not going to be getting nothing. With Dembele, yes, of course, you can do that. Dembele is someone who can come inside, create with the other players around him, and really be impactful. But when it comes to Adama, he simply just does not have it. And Barcelona will suffer if they ask him to do so. But here is going to be the conclusion of this whole thing. I honestly do think that Adama is basically another version of Abde. Barcelona have signed another version of Abde today. But this version of Abde, who is again Adama Traore, he knows FC Barcelona. He has a history with this club. He knows how this team should be playing. And we look at these graphs here, these charts between Abde and Traore. I'm not lying to you guys. Like, this is actual data that we have been getting so far in this season. Adama Traore and Abde are the exact same thing. Now, of course, we can see that Abde is much more superior in terms of shots per 90, touches in the box per 90, and then key passes per 90. Abde is much more superior. But when you look at Traore and you look on the left side of these charts, you can see that Adama Traore is a killer in terms of dribbles succeeded per 90, and they almost look exactly the same. So I would say that Traore plays exactly like Abde, but when it comes to the dribbles, he rarely does lose it. And you and me know how many balls Abde loses on the right flank. Traore is only going to improve that. So if we were to have a lineup tomorrow, like if we needed a lineup to face against Atletico Madrid tomorrow, how would that front three look like? Now, knowing how Adama does play, what would be the best players to surround him in order to get the best from this player? I would say that Xavi would line up a front three of Memphis on the left flank, Ferran Torres as the striker, and Adama Traore on the right flank, with a midfield of Pedri, Gavi, and Busquets. And then as for our defensive line, Jordi Alba, Araujo, Gerard Piqué, and Alves. Like I've said before, if Memphis, Pedri, Alba, Ferran can really work on that left flank, Adama Traore is going to have no problem finding those spaces when they do switch the play. I do think that this is going to be a front three that can be the most effective if you can have Adama make those crosses into the box, knowing Ferran Torres and his positional awareness, knowing that he can always arrive in the best possible spaces inside the box. It could be something truly special for Xavi's Barcelona. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.